Hallelujah. In the world, the greater the numbers, the greater the movement. Right? Remember George Floyd, when he got killed? All those people out in the streets. And you know one of the things that I said about George Floyd? They got him painted on walls now, on streets. His name is everywhere. They were even trying to get a bill passed after him. Right? He became kind of like this martyr. But here's the thing, and this is how fickle people are, or strange and funny and indifferent are people, how people are, right? One of the things I was saying during that time is, if George Floyd was alive and walked by you or up to you, you wouldn't want to have nothing to do with him. Right. Now all of a sudden you made him a hero and a martyr. Right. He died unjustly, true enough. But there's a lot of people that's alive that's doing way more than a George Floyd. I'm sorry to tell you that George Floyd don't deserve the attention that he got. I'm sorry to tell you. I got a homeboy that got shot in the back of his head, killed by the police. And nobody talks about Johnny Douglas. You know what I mean? Hey. But I'm saying all that to say that people seized the moment to start a movement in George Floyd's name, because the whole world was looking at it, watching it on TV. It moved people. Even that girl, her, I think that's how you say it. H-E-R, I don't know what that means, but we say her. One, was it a Grammy? Won an award on I Can't Breathe. I can't breathe, you know. Yeah. And because she made a song after a movement, and that movement grew worldwide. Everybody was talking about it. Even the police was getting on one knee. Even though a lot of them later on came back and regretted it, right? Even the police don't know we need reform. Even the police said that was just stick up to oppress the black man. That's right. Lock him up, put him in prison, put him on probation, put him on parole, right? Where he can't advance and do well. We were in a training yesterday, and even with victim assistance, they've got a law that they can't, if you get become a victim for a shooting or something like that, if you're on probation or parole, you can't get victim assistance. Guess who is on probation, parole, or in prison? Michelle Alexander wrote the book, right? She said there's more black men, black people that's in prison, on probation, or in parole than there was in slavery in 1850. That's the way the system is set up to oppress us, right? And so the system goes against and works against the black man. 40% of the prison population, blacks only make up 13% of the population, and you narrow down to black men, 6% of the population. But yet we make up 40% of the folks that are in prison. The only black man you can stand up for is the dead one. Right. Or the one that got life in prison or something. Oh, let me make clear, I love everybody. I don't care who you are, I love you. You come to me, I won't turn nobody away for help. I don't care what your race is, I don't care what your nationality, your ethnic background, your financial status, your sexual orientation, your gender, whatever, I don't care. You come to me, I will help you and love you and treat you equally, right and fair. But what I'm trying to say is the black man, straight black man, is not being treated fair. And it's got to be said. Hallelujah. In the world, the greater the numbers, the greater the movement. That's all I wanted to tell you about George Floyd, but there's something that's dear to me. We'll talk about how folks are treated. George Floyd was a black man. He didn't deserve that. But at the same time, this movement that was created out of that, hallelujah, there are people that are treated way worse and deserve equal attention. If a movement starts trending on social media, what happens? It's successful. And that's what happened with George Floyd. I see that movement as a failure because they didn't, all the stuff they wanted to get changed, they didn't. And, you know, they came in at the first couple of, oh, we're going to change the chokeholds. We're going to move this and we're going to move that. And guess what? Police killing people has gone up. Right after that, they still killing us. Right? They still lining us up. They're still oppressing us. They're still putting us on probation and parole to strip us of our manhood. Right? They enslave us that way. That's not just or fair.